Yo, welcome back everybody. Today we have gameplay from Omu, and this game is super meta. Yeah, the meta right now is Quillboar. But sometimes you get a better line than Quillboar. Quillboar games are devolving into everybody playing one composition. And if you get the Blood Gem synergy early and you can trim down your board to just the Ragoog and Smudger combo, Menagerie is a lot better than Quillboar. Because you can take all of those Blood Gems and use them on all of the premium minions in the game, and still get all of that scaling. You get all the spells played, all the spells generate blood gems that duplicate for the Smudger, duplicate for the Ragoog, and then just litter the board with tons of stats and all the premium effects. All right, enjoy. Hey, that's not Beast for Quillboar. Dope. Quillboar Elemental, Demon, Dragon, Undead. Okay. Kind of like an awkward tempo lobby. Master Reality stuff can scale pretty well. Dragon scales pretty well. Undead doesn't really keep up. Quillboar is going to be the slower version of Quillboar because there's no beast, so like it won't keep up with the big high rolls. Demons has both elementals and Quillboar in for counterplay. It's dragons. It feels like this lobby kind of goes toward dragons. Dragons or Master Realities board. Quillboar a little bit too slow in it. But we'll see. Could be anything with heroes that enable alternate lines. Omu feels so good right now. Yeah, the extra ability to play spells while you level. I'm a huge Omu stan right now. I don't remember exactly how many games of Omu we played, but it's a lot with a pretty decent record. A coin level Chef's Choice on Quillboar. Yeah, that's option 2. Go 3-on-3 here. Yeah, actually, I like that better. Good point. Why we go 3-on-3 to get the Geomancer? We don't have anything to go with dragons with Smuggler. If this shop was a little bit better, we could stay down. But just the 2 cost allows us a random minion in level. Voon has to hold a card this turn. So, like, great turn power level against them. And it's a ghost. And it's another pig game! I mean, I'm still taking the Prickly Piper, even if I don't overcommit into it, but like, I mean, come on. Holding the Blood Gem was so the play. So the play was holding the Blood Gem. That worked out perfectly. Swimmingly even. How can you call that cute pig a low roll? I look for Geomancer at the end of the game all the time with Rylick. We can't be besmirching the poor pig and expect him to come back next time. I feel like this is just a 6-star game, even though we have the good stuff. Like, our line is so good. Oh my god, it's just so many Quillboar things. But like Quillboar, this is what we talked about this. We talked about this earlier. Why Quillboar is bait in this lobby. Why is it a Quillboar game, guys? Why is this a Quillboar game? We have all tribes that counter Quillboar. We have no health scaling. Why is this a Quillboar game? Because of Ghost? That means leveling should be way better. Bob says pigs. Bob does say pigs. Bob can go fuck himself. Go mid-game tempo. Tempo, ho. No, Bob. At the very least, it has to be 4-star pigs. Mo Quigs, higher low roll roaching quills for 4th. Huh? I mean, there are good lobbies to pig in, and there's bad lobbies to pig in. People right now are just universally playing pigs in every lobby. Because, like, you shoot enough shots, one of them's going to land. The fucking scattergun approach. But this just ain't it. Freeze or nah on the last board? Nah. Plus, if you get beat by a high roll Quillboar board every game, you convince yourself there must be the play. Yeah, it's easy to get absorbed in the pig line. And then you play not pigs and you low roll afterwards, and you're like, well, fuck, I could have been just playing pigs. It doesn't make the average better that way. It's just a lot of games where, what we've seen, right? Like, you have a better option that's a better thing than pigs. The dragons roll over you, whatever the high roll boards are. We got a ghost in this game. We don't have health scaling in any way. We have no way to facilitate it without beasts. We'd have to like go all in on attack Quillboars and divine shields and shit. But then you're playing that into boards with heavy death rattles. Feels real awkward to take that shot. They're strong in mid MMR, but they're just strong in a lot of games. They're just not strong in every game. That's what I'm saying. Like, when everyone forces pigs, then you just fight other pig boards and they're still strong against other pigs. It was pigs the whole time, guys. It was pigs. It was always pigs. What were you doubting? It was pigs the whole time. It's just pigs on 6. It's just not pigs on 2. It's pigs on 6. It was always pigs. Or pigs on 3. It's pigs on 6. Not AFKing is strong in MMR or in mid MMR. No, I'm just saying, like, you may be right. You may be right about that. That it's just really strong in mid MMR, but you see a lot of people on stream that are playing at really high levels, force pigs in a bunch of spots too. But the more death rattle-y the board gets, the worse pigs get. Because the only board that's really good for pigs against death rattle boards is Rylak boards. You need health. And there's just not enough ways of getting health. Yeah, you can force pigs, and pigs consistently top 4, and then when it's a bad lobby, you just get yourself a nice top 4, and you're like, it was okay. And then when it's a good lobby, you just end up getting first, and you're like, see? First or 4th every time. But in this game, I think we have better than a 4th place line. And it's a bad lobby for quills. Double Calibrand next board. Or just get the fucking comp while leveling. I see how it is, Bob. I do. Understand? See what you're saying? I understand. I'm with you. But you gotta also understand that we need to chill a second over here. We're blowing all of our load on the pigs. Phrasing. Clipped, reported, canceled. Ugh, bestiality on stream. Easiest way to a ban. Happens more times per day than you care to admit, you know? Twitch is out there left and right banning them. We're on the moon. 31 health as Omu. You'll love to see it. It's a golden brand, though. More Ragoogs. There's a Charlie, too, though. I think this is googly board. Oh, man. I want to roll! This is too too much. No. Maybe I just don't need the bandit. Sell the dragon? You mean the 2 free spells per turn with our golden paint smudger? What? Why would I sell the dragon? You sell every other card on this board before the dragon. Why not sit and play the dragon? Because I want to play 2 Overconfidence this turn too, which means I want to play the Regug. Do I really care that much about a 6-star? Peace, dog. Okay. Peace, dude. Do I really care? My spells! This thing eats one of the spells, right? I want to sell the Mangled actively. Me too, kinda. Keep the Elise so it doesn't actually eat the spell. I like both lines, personally. The spells are just on average. Could be anything, right? They could be garbage. Holding a blood gem doesn't prevent them from eating the spells. I'm not going to hold all the blood gems. So I'm just going to eat one of the spells this turn. Any thoughts on Sell Piper? No, we'd sell the Mangled before it. I guess you live then. I didn't need that minion anyway. No, I didn't want that one. Just want to sell it? Take the Divine Shield? Used to think Smudger was a meme. I want to get out of Prickly Piper next turn. So like Warpwing is going to be played. And I think it's Sand Spear as the other last minion on our board. As one there. Oh, sure. Naturally. Buff that one. And then one there. Because I could have played this first and then that after. I could have done it by playing Warpwing first, use the spell, then pick this up, play the spell on it. That would have been the better order. 3 Divine Shields. Warpwing. 3 spells per turn, get out of Prickly Piper. That guarantees the Paint Smudger onto the Geomancer at this point forward. And we just buy a bunch of spells. If we get Golden Regug, this will be nasty. We want one more premium minion, like another Warpwing or something. Used to think Smudger was a meme even after the buff. Smudger's pretty good. There's a time and a place for Smudger boards. That time is almost every lobby, and the place is on your board. Yeah. Now, Smudger, when you can trim down the board to just Regug being around, being able to buy and use spells while still buffing the tavern is kind of a nasty combo. You have a battle cry we want to play? Who knows? Probably. Oh my god. Oh my god, Bob. What are these cards? These are shit. Get out of here. Shoo, get off my board. I don't want you anymore anyway. I mean, it's a pig. Not a pig I want. I could just do a different tribe too. No, okay, keep it. Miss the Kali buff? I don't want the Kali on the board. Then it intercepts the Regug bonuses. If Kali's on my board, then Regug buffs it with blood gems, and I lose way more than I gain. You could make an argument for using this on the Quillboar for extra health, but I think we can do better. That's debatable, though. A shield! I love a shield. So, like, the health doesn't add up too quickly. It might be worth it. But it's not generating anything, which means we play fewer spells with it, which means we get fewer blood gems. Every time we play a blood gem, or play a spell right now, we're getting 2 blood gems put on Ragoog, which means we get 4 blood gems put on something else. So we're basically getting 6 times our buff here. Depends on how long the game is, whether or not that's worthwhile to play the extra health. Bob? Bran? Not sure Bran does enough. Kind of cute. Ever the elemental surprise? Ever the Nala? We have Dragon Quillboar on the board. I don't love it. You could play Charlie at the end of the turn. Hold the Bran's Blessing and the spell. Feels like it's too late to be holding that many resources, but we don't have anything to play this with. I never thought about how hard this would be to use after we cycled the Quillboar. Because we don't really buy Battlecry minions with what we're playing. I should have used it. I didn't really care that much about getting the extra blood gem buff, but I do care that I actually can use the buff. Alright, I feel a little dumb. Should have used it. I just don't play enough Battlecry minions to actually redeem this for anything better. I have regrets. To be honest, after economy minions, Jazzer's next best option. Yeah, but like economy minions are super common in the game. That is the counter argument. Like the statement is basically, if you're not getting the thing that you're talking about getting, then it's obviously, it's the next best thing. It's like, okay, sure, but like we should be able to find an economy minion at some point. But do we really generate it? Like we generate Battlecry spell is the thing. Battlecry spell is super common. Buddy is common. Like there's a lot of things, right? Veilstrass is going to give us some really cool dragon value. It could be the second war point from Veilstrass, for what it's worth. I guess we can look at this first. And this is the backup line if we don't get the Warpwing. Nope. Yes. But now I want to use it so I can use the spell. But it's going to triple the Warpwing. It won't triple the Warpwing. It tripled the Warpwing. Quadrupled the Warpwing? No. Damn you. This is good. They're a really good hit, too. I really don't care about Nala. I don't want it intercepting a gem more than I want to use it for value. This is what we're talking about. There's so many Battlecry things that we can get. Might as well get the gold. Looks delicious. Even in games that aren't Quillboar games, we're still Quillboar gamers. Wouldn't say this is the most common line we've made use of Paint Smudger, but just The fact that Ragoog and Paint Smudger synergize so well like this, you can pretty much take any board that has good minions and use this as like the Menagerie catalyst. We generate a boatload of Divine Shields, we build the board out this way, and this generates the stats. What a silly video game. Why are Quillboar this way? Had a lot of options this game, and I don't think I played it perfectly by any means. I don't even want to say the word perfectly. I don't even think I played it that well. And yet we still had a billion options to make this work. Bacon. No final minion on that board. Smudgy Boy is here. Really don't care about future. Smudger is just not good, though. Because, like, it intercepts half of the 2. New dragons? This is just what... This is just Menagerie, man. That's just all this is. This is Menagerie. Just triple? Just do it. That was a good card. But you can play any 5 cards along with this 2-card combo. Ragoog plus Golden Paint Smudger. If you can get a little bit of Blood Gem scaling early, like we just got the 7-3, right? All we really care about with our Divine Shield board is building out high quality minions. You see a common denominator in the last 4 boards? What board won? It's quite literally 4 Warpwing boards in a row have won the last 4 games. We just find another method to scale a Warpwing to win. We weren't the winner there. It was a giant Warpwing board. Warpwing's kind of cute, though. I mean, it does make up for a variety of things being possible to be played right now. I'd argue he's kind of like a healthier Amalgadon in a way that you get those kind of cards and you build around them. Amalgadon was just too easy to put on the board, but you have to find either dragons for, you know, like real dragons, or find a creative way to scale it. Used to be Nala was somewhat consistent for playing toward Warpwings and like Divine Shield minions, but that's gotten outpaced by this line. Hope you get number 1 this season. Well played. I'm not really gunning for rank 1 right now, for what it's worth. I think we're in a very, very short meta here. That by next week we have a very different game. And then at that point, try to figure out the new meta and go for rank 1. I just don't feel like slamming pigs over and over and over again, 20 games a day, zeroing in on the right way to play to go gain another 1,000 rating. Because, like, you can do it. It just takes a lot of games played, and I don't overly love it, you know? Like, I like this meta. I love spells. I don't love the pig variant that we have this week. Regardless, still fun. And thanks for the compliment.